Hello everyone, today we are going to be covering the top 5 ways to escape zombie hordes in DayZ. I have a lot of similar content on the way, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's get into it. Number 5. Hide indoors. While the concept is very simple, it may be more difficult to execute than you think. First of all, choose a house that has very little entrances so you only have to shut a few doors. Next, try to avoid buildings such as Green Mustache that have hangovers near the stairs. These can cause you to get trapped very easily. Finally, when you decide to enter the building, make sure the door is already opened. As shown in this video, if you decide to enter a building with a closed door with a horde behind you, make sure you run by it first, open the door, loop around, and then enter the building and close the door behind you. If you try to open and close the door in one run, you're most likely going to get stuck, or infected will be in the building with you. Finally, to get all of the zombies out of the area, log out for 1 minute, log back in, and all the zombies should have cleared. Number 4. Trapping zombies inside of buildings. This method is a lot harder to pull off than the previous one. Also, I highly suggest that you do not try this method with groups of over 5 zombies, as it becomes much more difficult. However, this method is very helpful for disposing of small zombie groups very quickly, and also can be used to set up zombie traps. To execute this method, you need a very wide building, you need all of the doors except one closed, and you need to lead all of the zombies into the building. After all of the zombies are in the building with you, you need to sprint to the doorway and exit and shut the door behind you. All of the zombies should now be trapped. Number 3. Climb onto a tall object. If you are running from a zombie horde and have no adequate buildings to hide in, jump onto a car wreck or hay barrel. The zombies will now not be able to touch you, so you can pick them off one by one with a suppressed weapon. Keep in mind that this method will make you very vulnerable to other players, so make sure there are no enemies in the area. Never try this method with low blood, as you may pass out on the car, making you vulnerable to zombies. Finally, make sure you have enough stamina to jump onto the tall objects before you do so. Number 2. Simply try to run away from the zombies. Since zombies only follow you from their eyesight and from their hearing, if you hide behind enough buildings, eventually they will lose track of you. In this clip, I was able to escape from 7 zombies in under a minute just by hiding behind a few buildings. Number 1. Use deadly force. I highly do not recommend that you use this method, as it attracts zombies and players and is very hard to pull off. Keep in mind that every time you turn around to shoot the zombies, you will be hit. Instead of shooting them, you can try dropping a grenade as you run, killing the zombies in the back of the horde. Another method you could try is lowering zombies by a gas pump, running away and shooting them, although this method is extremely dangerous. So there you have it, those are my top 5 ways to get rid of zombie swarms in DayZ. If you have any other effective methods, let me know down in the comments. Since you made it to the end of the video, I have 2 other tips that are very helpful to know. My first tip: if you have 2 zombies that are attacking you, get them into the right position, hit them both with your fists, and they will not be able to hit you. Tip number 2, you can throw any item near zombies and they will follow it, distracting the zombies and making a pathway open for you. Thanks again for watching, I'll see you next time.